Aquatics.com. Hello world, how's it going? Hope you guys are all doing great. And again, as always, if not, I hope it gets better for you, because as we all know, life can be tricky sometimes, but life can also be great sometimes. And today I am pretty happy and excited to share with you guys what I brought back from the NEC Northeast Council Convention, which is a group of all the clubs on the northeast side of the United States. They all get together. It was in Cromwell, Connecticut. And yeah, really cool event for if you're like really deep into the hobby, like really love to nerd out on like all kinds of species and crazy stuff like that. It's a great convention. But yes, I got a black towel over this. When I bring fish in and I have them boxes and I can't fit the foam over the top, I always like to leave them dark. It's always great to leave them dark because they go into sleep mode and then it keeps them less stressed. So it's really, 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 really good to keep them dark. Yeah, I'll pull off the towel slowly. Ooh, 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 ooh. And as you notice, these are bigger bags here. Quite bigger bags. And let's see. Let's dig right in and see what we got here. Oh, what are these? Are these Exodons? Oh yeah. So big shout out to Island Discus for hooking me with these Exodons. They didn't really know a whole lot about them, and they did see that they were stressing out. So he knew that they were going to go to a good home, and they actually hooked me up with these. They said they had a great weekend, so they hooked me up with them, and I am super excited about these. I've always wanted the Exodons, but I never pulled the trigger because it's kind of more of a predatory fish, and you kind of got to have a species-only tank for them. But after seeing a King of DIY's tank in his gallery of the Exodon and watching the feeding and their behaviors, I really wanted to see that in my fish room and see that in person. So they had that whole school, and very, 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 very glad to have those Exodons. I believe they're also known as the bucktooth tetra. Alright, let's see. And then here we have a couple discus. We got the snowflake there, the white ones. And then this one, I'm not sure what its name was, but it's banded. It's kind of got orange color, really wild looking. I was going for more of the solid colors here for my 240. So I got a couple of the blues, maybe the powder blues, what they call them, the solid color, so they don't have any of the patterns in them. That's what I'm looking for. And these bags are loaded. I'm still trying to recoup from the 13-hour drive. Then here's some red melons, but they're more on the orange side. I thought that would be really neat to add in to my discus tank, because I just want a colorful rainbow assortment in the 240. Then two more snow whites. Now load it up on these guys. Make sure I'm not smashing anybody. And then we've got two yellows, and then they got black fins. These guys are really cool. So it's going to be a mission to even get these guys in the QT. Man, I have to put these guys in here, because I'll just work on them first. So I'll give them a bath. I'll get rid of all that water that's in that bag, because you never know what's in the water. And then I'll have them at the fish to where they're only in my water. That way I'm not changing or mixing fungals and bacterias and other whatnots in the water column. Thank you, William Jansen. Says fantastic fish. Congrats. Well, thank you. I'm very, 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 very happy to have them. I mean, they're beautiful discus. So another shout out to Island Discus for the hookup. And here we've got a Zenatoka Eisenai. This is Godiad. I had some before that I got from the club auction, but I had them QT'd in here with each other, and I didn't realize they were that aggressive. And there ended up just being one survivor And all the killifish are doing good too, by the way, guys, that have been wanting to know about the killifish. This was like my last big haul from a convention. But I have now learned to keep the eyes and eyes separate when QTing them. So here's another one. This looks like the male. They can get really colorful. Really, really colorful. Yeah, all these need a new bath, new home. It's going to be a mission just trying to open up QT space. But I can make it happen. And then these platinum albino guppies. These were really cool. It was really hard not to get these. I got these in a silent auction. NEC had a lot of cool things going on. I wish I could have had more time to video more for you guys. They did have like a silent auction. They had a killie auction. I was sitting in a killie auction after midnight on a Saturday, or well, a Sunday morning at that time, but a killifish auction after midnight. Like, it was crazy. I never thought I'd ever do that in my life. And then Eric Bodrock and Regina Spotty was sitting next to me, and Rosario Lacorte was on the other side of me, which was absolutely amazing. And Haley was there as well. And I actually got these from Regina Spotty. These are the Capella Igamini. These are F1s. It's a kind of like a splash tetra, but they don't quite need to breed like the splash tetras like the Ardenal dies. She said that you could colony breed them, so that's what I'm going to try to do. Really neat fish. I like colony breeders just because, I know, it's neat when the parents actually take some parental care instead of just always wanting to eat their fish. Then here we've got some black pastel guppies. Like, I have some, but it's always good to mix the genetics. And it is a real good price too for a trio, so hard to pass that up. They looked really good. And let's see, what do we got here? Oh, these are the black neon tetras. I got this from another fish keeper, Chris. Traded him some CPDs. I told him he could just have the 2 CPDs because he was needing to breed. He's a really good breeder, so I knew he would have done something with them. And I think he is going to put them in a community tank, but he just traded me those anyway. There's another Eisenai. And then let's see here. I think this may be the last fish. Yes, and then some longfin leopard veil danios. Thought these guys were really neat. I know they're just danios, but they're beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. I think that's all I have besides, I think the rest of it is just mine. And then the rest is just mine that I'm coming back with. Some guppies and whatnot. And then let's see, not only did I get fish as well, but I also got some other cool stuff. So big shout out to Steve Allen for hooking me up with a diatome filter. He doesn't know if all the parts are in here, but I'm still gonna mess with it. Maybe I can do a little polishing of like some of my green water tanks, but he does do consulting and sales. He was talking to me a lot about saltwater and my venture down that way, because I do want to breed those saltwater shrimp, those blood red shrimp. It is on the bucket list now, and it will happen. Then I also got all this other cool stuff. So huge shout out to Greg Jones. I should have opened this before. Let me just rip into this. Whoa. Yeah, my aquarium box. Greg Jones. He hooked me up with all these botanicals. So I'm going to try these out, because he knows I like the natural stuff. They had all kinds of options. Gorilla Pod here. This thing's awesome. Imagine this for like a pistogrammas. Even sparkling gouramis. They like to bubble nest and that kind of stuff. Bettas. I want to ruin my book. And these are really cool. Kind of like little, you make like little caves. Just sit them in there, and then shrimp and whatnot can live in those. These little pods are cool. He gave me all kinds of cool stuff. Check this out. These will be like little foods and whatnot. And these are like pretty heavy duty, so it seems like they'll last for quite some time. More different nuts. They had like I don't know how many different types of cones. I think 4 or 5. Then the banana stems. Really neat. Then some more other seed pods. I guess he's collecting them from all kinds of different countries. And then let's see, yeah, more different seed pods. Which I'll do more on all these pods here later on when I actually start using them in tanks. Because I'm going to have a lot of fun with those. I've been wanting to mess with botanicals for quite some time. So, really excited about those botanicals. And then a shout out to the ocean nutrition guy that was there. I never did catch his name. But he hooked me up with this exotic aquarium fishes. He had some books he was just giving away because I think he was just cleaning out some of his library. But I thought it was really neat. I was looking at it and he was like, hey, you can just have it. Thought that was super awesome of him. So really cool book. And then here they're giving out Amazonas. This is actually Haley's. I need to get that back to her because I actually have that. Gotta have a subscription to Amazonas. It is definitely awesome. Oh, Jason says, Greg Jones says Jason works for San Francisco Bay Brine. San Francisco Bay something. I can't remember what they're exactly called, but he's the one that hooked me up with that book. Thanks for that, Greg. Then I also got these. Super excited to meet Ken Borman, which is, I guess, I didn't realize that he was big friends with Gary Lang, and he's big time into rainbow fish. He actually lived in Australia. He lives in Canada now, but he's like huge in the hobby. Got to listen to some of his talks, and he had some of Heiko's books here, and these are absolutely amazing publications. He had some amazing books there. It was so awesome to meet Ken too. Really cool guy. Really, really knowledgeable, and he's been around in the hobby for quite some time doing some really cool things. So got a couple of those books from him. They're the Aqua Press Blairs. Really, really, really cool publication. So if you guys ever run across any of these, definitely recommend picking them up. Because if you look at the info in them, like it's legit stuff. It's like biotopes, like this is what the pond of near Yugamas, Peru. So if you're looking at like trying to recreate stuff like the fish that would go in it and whatnot, just absolutely amazing. Amazing publications. And then let's see, big shout out to Benson from Ryan from Benson's Pet Center. Hooked me up with this mosaic plant. I'm gonna put this out in the pond. It floats up and has like this real nice mosaic pattern on the top of the water like this. See how that does. He has a pretty cool store over in New York. He was telling me how he's got this like one thing that you can stick your head in it, and it'll like have surround sound, and it'll like play videos for you so you can learn about like the stuff that you're wanting to get or looking at. And I got a foxtail, which is kind of like a hornwort. I think it's a myrophilium of some sort. And then I got this kind of hard to see, but it's this terrestrial moss. I got this from out in the woods out there. I'm just gonna see what I can do with that. It looked really cool. Had some really unique different fronds. And I got some Christmas moss from my boy Dave. Hooked me up with those. And I think that's most, if not all of it. So my plan now is I had to catch out the baby discus that are in my 125. Oh, there's Lady LRV.
Putting away the boxes. Doing my duties.
That's so funny.
Definitely a Haley face, wasn't it?
Well, you definitely caught you off guard there. Alright, but yeah, so I got to catch these pygmy loaches out of this 125 high, which is going to be a mission, and the other discus that I got from Papa Rhino. The discus that I got in QT actually laid eggs, so I don't know if I'm going to move them or not. I'm probably going to move them anyways. Just because, I mean, I'm not really trying to breed discus, and I don't even think the eggs are fertile anyways because they kind of turned white. And then, The big reason why I gotta get the loaches is what I want to tell you guys. I gotta get these loaches out of the discus tank. I heard loaches can eat like the slime coats off of the discus if not careful. So I think that may be an issue. So we'll see, because I don't want that to happen to my new discus. And Thomas Glazer, thank you so much for the $5 super chat. Super appreciate it. It says, thanks for the content. Well, thank you so much for the support. Like, you guys don't realize how much your support really goes a long ways. And Dansley says, cough, flowers, cough. Lady LRB, what do you think about flowers, Lady LRB? Right, she said things. But Lady LRB, what do you really think about flowers?
That they die in a matter of days, so there's better ways to spend money.
Yeah, see, I don't know if you guys could hear her, but she says they die in a matter of days, so there's better ways to spend money. So that's, but we do appreciate it. Yes, we do appreciate it, for sure. It'll all go to more fish, which will actually go to better content for you guys, because I mean, Lady LRB, she's gotten a couple bonuses, a tax check and stuff like that. She's thrown it back into here, and then with your guys' support and everything, and it all just rolling, like, we're gonna have so much cool stuff for you guys. And I mean, it's a lifestyle now. It's not a business, not a hobby. It's become a lifestyle, and it's what we love and enjoy. So it's just fun to take you guys along with us for the ride and all that. And it's fun to just be able to share it with you too. Like, it's crazy. I would never take the time to like journal this otherwise if this platform didn't exist. But anyways, enough of my rambling on. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'm gonna keep it kind of short, but thank you all for coming out, hanging out. Had a lot of fun at the NEC Convention. So great. And yeah, I gotta catch up on some sleep because it was a crazy weekend. But anyways, till next time, everybody, have a great one. Peace. Oh, maybe.